remember I was 4 years old when she came, and she was with us for 8 years. And then Auntie Terry left when I was 12. It's very interesting because it was completely by chance and coincidence that she came and worked in our family. Basically, she came looking for us. She came knocking on our door. She used to work for another family who lived like a few floors up in the same block of flats, and they were going to stop hiring a maid, and she wanted to continue working in Singapore. And she heard that at that point of time my mom just had a baby, which was my youngest brother, and she heard that we needed, like a helper, we needed a maid. So she came and knocked on our door. There wasn't a conscious decision to go and look for her. In fact, we were approached by, some, kind-hearted Filipinos when the film won this huge award in Cannes, and, the Filipino media were talking about this film, and people heard that, it was inspired by, a Filipino woman, and everyone was curious, like, who is this Auntie Terry? I was asked to give them a few photographs from my childhood, and I was thinking, oh yeah, it's probably not gonna happen because it's such a huge country of 90 million people, if ever, it might take 6 months, a year, or they might never find her. We couldn't remember her full name, so we only know that, her name was Teresa or Teresita in Ilo Ilo, and all we knew was that she was from Ilo Ilo. That's all that we knew of her. But 2 weeks later, I got an email, and they found her, and they were asking me, okay, now we need to verify that's the right person. I was trying to ask my mom, like, oh, do you know her address? Like, is there something private that we know? I remember it was a very weird day for the whole family. Everyone was quite emotional. And what was interesting is, when they found her, they sent us an email, and in the email there were some attachments, and in the attachment there were all these photographs. And the photographs were photographs of us growing up, of us as children. So it had to be her. Like, who else would have all these photographs? They wanted to make sure it's her, and we verified her, and I kept bugging my mom, do you know something? And she said, I remember her birthday. And that was how we verified her, and they opened her passport, and it was the exact month and day. It's really interesting that 24 years ago she came finding us, and then 24 years later we went finding her.